indeed, I am back. And quieter than before. Because I got very sick. And it absolutely ruined my vocal cords. So this is just me now. Here I am. Hello, Mangled APU. And I'm even on E. I decided to check and see if there had been a new update. I'd been playing a bit in my own time as well, and having not named that save file has become a nightmare. 4 is the one I want. It's the one I just duplicated the save of. I believe this is where I left off the last I was streaming. This is where I'm at now, so I got a personal save up to also day 13, which I could also use. Honestly, I might. Floppy disks broke. How did they break? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the save I was playing in my own time. Why not? There's an important reason I want this save. I did it. I'm not the biggest fan of this changed layout. Like, I do get it, but I wish this was still over there, and this there, and then this. Alright. Maybe that was the issue that my cursor was having. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this changed layout. I mean, it works, but even Erie's not a big fan of it. I need to find a better spot for my clock. I do have this, which I don't have anything I can play on it without feeling bad, because currently all the stuff I have is just, a lot of it's just Gobu videos, and I don't want to be playing their videos. I am considering downloading a playlist of music and just using the portable mini TV to play some in-game music. I'm debating it. I was experimenting with how it worked, so... I think what I'm going to do with my clock is I'm just going to put it here. It's good enough. Because, like, I'm moving around a lot anyway, so... just gives me somewhere I can easily see the clock from. Yeah. Let's get signaling. I was gonna do something else tonight and do Voices of the Void like tomorrow night, but my computer decided to be the biggest pain in the ass it could possibly be, and that made me very frustrated, so I need something relaxing tonight. Yeah, I messed up that. Let's put you there. Get you to like there. Get you to there. That should be good. There we go. That's the button. Victor. What are you doing, Victor? Getting all out of sync. I do hope I sound fine. I asked my Animal Crossing viewers if I sounded fine to them, and they said yes. So, I'm trusting their judgment. I just don't know how I'll be when it comes to how loud some games can get. I'm more or less just talking in my normal tone now instead of forcing my voice to be louder. So... yeah, my voice has been just kind of raspy since getting sick. I don't even know what I had, but man, did it take me out for like a month. It was not fun. Whatever it was, would not recommend it. It doesn't help that I was also just yelling at my computer, which hurt my throat a lot. I know better, but sometimes yelling is just what you need to do to not, like, put a fist through a wall. I actually wasn't quite that angry, but it was frustrating. To explain the issue I was having, my graphics drivers updated without me telling them to, which broke my rendering presets in Sony Vegas to the point where it has to be on. It's on this one. Okay. To the point where literally, like, renders were like 10 frames per second. I record at 60. Like, I'd still be rendering the video I was trying to render right now if I hadn't managed to get it fixed. And I got it fixed by just smashing buttons, and it eventually just started working. Because I love technology. It's so nice the way it just works. Also, I left the eated cheese out there because I made a new cheese wheel. I mean, that cheese has been eaten a fair bit, which is why I couldn't use it for making this Eerie. So it's just out here because eating it was hurting me, so it's here now. With 10 eats left, the aliens may have it. I've never liked even the idea of that. Bang. Like, I know I'm a bit weird in that way, because I imagine it would work fine, but, like, I would rather put the cheese on the pasta, not the pasta on the cheese. I don't know who thought to put pasta on the cheese, but, like, that doesn't even seem like it would mix very well. I am also doing my best to stay as hydrated as I can, which does help with the raspiness. When I start getting super raspy, it's probably because I haven't had a drink for a while. Because again, whatever I had really messed up my throat and voice. Which is weird because I didn't cough that much. Like, I wasn't really coughing at all when I was sick. There was a bit, but not like a huge amount. Almost faster. It is nice to be back streaming, though. Especially back streaming this game. And having Eerie. The adventures of trying to get Eerie. The graffiti is back, which has me thinking that maybe it was just bugs. Like... And that's why Eerie wasn't showing up. More than it was Crimus. I am gonna need to get some new drives at some point. So I don't think I have like any left in here. Just another MRE. There's one. Calculator. Give a pencil holder to Eerie. And then give a pencil to Eerie, so that the pencil holder... The holder of the pencil holder can hold a pencil in the pencil holder. Let's take these MREs down as well. Probably a few more, like, outside, but I really don't feel like fighting my way through baby jail to get there. I suppose there is something I have downloaded I can put on, but... Ooh, new signal. Beautiful signal. I mean, it does make some sense to have things laid out like this once you really get going, but... Yeah. Okay, I think it's on loop. I can, wait, channel 1. There we go. There we go. I think that'll loop. Let's just have this going on. Though, let's be real, that might actually get me copyright claimed, because freaking Materia has been copyright claiming a lot. Yeah. I really wish I could hand this to Eerie and then have it set playing something and just have Eerie follow me around with it. But yeah, I'll at some point get like a music playlist downloaded. I plan on doing that for any trucking streams I do. Because it's just so much easier not having to stop the freaking tell YouTube to keep playing every like half hour to an hour, depending on what YouTube decides to do. I should go and toilet. I could actually take like a quick power nap. There we go. Let's see. Oop. That one's a bit touchy. Yeah, I'm also gonna need more drive boxes soon. That can wait for tomorrow. That payout. I'm definitely kind of good on signals, but I want more. I must have more. All the signals will be mine. That should be good to nap. And yeah, this save is built on one where the one where I was standing right by the satellite to get the Eerie plush from. So I do not have the Krampus hat, but I could buy one if I wanted it. It's not like I need it, so not until next year. That's what we got here. Wind. We've got wind. So we got aliens farting. Bad joke was bad, I'm fully aware. That's probably not aligned right. Oh, no, I got it. Alright. Cool. Let's see, any of these to fix in here? Are there any to fix in general? No? Okay. Let's calibrate again. Romeo's getting distracted with Tango. You know when you've been tangoed. Or maybe Romeo was getting it on with Hotel. It's hard to tell. Enough. Right, this is also before I sold this Eerie plush, so I still have the Gremlin somehow in this, which... She's staying in there, because I don't think I could put her back. Given, you know, she doesn't fit in the first place. Oh, I can't, like... Okay, I managed to squeeze past. Perfect. I don't really need that. What I can do, though, is give you your mighty sword. Yes. Pretty nice, pretty nice. It's almost done downloading. But yeah, I'd definitely been thinking about doing like some Pokemon Unite or Monster Hunter Rise tonight, but it's just like, nah. Not after fighting with my computer for that long. Did I have any desire to do something that could possibly frustrate me? Like, I only even got so frustrated because like maybe I'm the strange one here, but like it immensely frustrates me when like the only thing that really changed for my computer was I restarted it, which prompted the cascade of events of AMD deciding, hey, we have a driver update downloaded and ready to go that you didn't ask for, and we're going to force on you. Followed by Sony Vegas breaking, which caused it to lose all of my settings, so even all the stuff I had set up isn't good anymore. I think OBS just derped. Computer, we've had enough issues tonight. Be good. Don't make me, computer. Guns are prohibited. I can't gun. I can't threaten my computer with a gun. Like, I basically had to fiddle with settings for like an hour. That was basically how I spent like 10 p.m. to about like 11:30 was just fiddling with Vegas to try to get everything actually working properly again. And like I've had people in my real life be like, man, why don't you ever restart your computer? It's like that's why. Restarting this thing causes me more problems than it tends to solve. Which is where, like, I'm really glad when, like, that Microsoft left it possible to completely murder Windows Update. Because if they didn't, boy, would that be frustrating. Caffeination. Got a signal out of nothing. I should really start, like, cleaning up at some point. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna, like, buy all the garbage bags, do all the cleaning, and then there's gonna be another, like, base changing update, and I'm gonna have to do it all again. That'll just be my luck, because that has happened every time. But... why not? Ooh, it's ready to go. Yeah, it's about what I expected nothing to sound like. That's about what I expected a random rock in the middle of space to sound like. I'm running out of space down there. I should, I could squeeze it in right there. $1929, a fine year, I hope. It probably wasn't, actually. It's probably a pretty bad year, given the range of year it's in. Okay. Grab all the garbage bags, send the drone away. Where am I gonna put my leftover my garbage bags temporarily, I should say. I can probably put them in here. Yeah. I'll just get them back out of there when I want them. I can wait on that. I have enough signals. It's fine. I don't need to be, going super hard on getting more. Can I, like... no, okay. This is definitely the better time to be doing this rather than later when there could be orbs. I need to be aware that the orbs are a thing that I need to care about. I know they're not active right now, but they'll be active eventually, and I'll need to get into the habit of actually closing my doors and locking them and, you know, actually caring about my survival a little bit. Otherwise, they will come in and start ripping my limbs off. Which, you know, just isn't a very friendly thing to do. I can't believe they would do this. Okay, I need more. Why are they lighter once I've put garbage in them? That doesn't make any sense. I'm got an exoplanet. Yeah, we've had this signal plenty of times. What time is it? 22. I can call the drone back and sell garbage. I've got time. I just don't want to, like, distract the daily routine stuff. I might actually have room to hold all 50 full garbage bags. Yes, I could not hold all 50 empty garbage bags, but full? Can do that. Because video game logic. Gotta love video game logic. It's so just video game. Go, my child. Take my garbage. I don't know why they want my garbage so badly, but, you know. Some fan of my computer just kicked on. I just feel my desk vibrating. Okay there, computer. I think at this point I'll just wait for stuff. Turn $50 into $100. It's pretty nice. I'll just sleep. I can poop when I wake up. I am still very, very envious of the amount of energy this character regenerates while sleeping. Like, I would freaking love to be able to recover like 25% of my energy in like 2 hours of sleep. That would be freaking awesome. Alright. What do y'all want from me this time? Hey. Performance wasn't the best, but I got 400 points. 3 level 3s. Alright. Hey, get reports. You know what? Overachieving. I probably shouldn't, but I just want to clear the space, man. That is what I wish to do. I mean, if they're gonna put a signal right there... I'm gonna do it. I also have an experimental feature on... Oh, I need headphones equipped. But I have the experimental feature for sound. I know I'm cowling a lot, but... keeps things working. There goes my hero. Got that right on 100. And a 9.95 and 100. That's pretty good. You okay there, Yuri? Okay, you figured it out. Proud of you. I love having the Eerie, man. I mean, I love object heads, so, like, of course I'm gonna love having Eerie, but... hey, I think that might be more spaceships. That'd be pretty neat. Wonder if I've been visited by the Meat Man. No, the Meat Man has not cometh. Shame. I still find it really funny how my mannequins are just all bunched up by one of the satellites, and I don't even remember which one at this point. They're just all there, including the one that's normally hanging from the radar tower, or radio tower. It's just, it's not up there. He's just floating in the air by the other ones. I have no idea what happened, but basically means I can't accidentally damage them. So... I don't know, it's a satellite. Boo. He wants satellites. I mean, come on now, that's boring. That's a tree, Eerie. It's a tree-ree. Pretty nice. Okay, I think she's on her way back. This processed. I know. Still have one more satellite to do. And she's off the radar. Damn it, Eerie. She's out here just running off. Running right off the radar. I think it means she's out by the lake. Yeah, she's out by the lake. The living lake. Look at her go, though. I know none of this does anything, so I'm not actually controlling her, but... Or maybe it did. Oh, that's like a zoom. Okay. It's this one that does nothing. This is like speed, and I can't make her go slow. Yeah, Eerie, that's the water. Sorry to say, it's not winter anymore. Well, I say that. There is still snow on the ground IRL. At least there was last night. I don't know about tonight. Check the weather. It's -9 outside. Yeah, flurries. And on Monday, we're gonna get more snow. Tuesday, chance of flurries. Welcome back, Eerie. Thank you, my child. And finally, I can have some silence. Some peace and quiet to enjoy my ambience. So again, they did put another signal right here. I may as well grab it. I am gonna need this, so I'll leave it there. There's all the stuff coming in. Oh, I apparently sent some level 1s. Wasn't even aware I still had level 1s to send. Gaussian field theory. Just explain much about deep space theory. Don't know where to begin. Looks patterns like we've never seen, and you can actually hear the shapes interacting. At least we think that's what we're hearing. Nice job. Beautiful. Oh. Poor guy dropped his microphone. Okay. Store. Order. Pat the Erie. Yee. I would pat the cats, but the chance of them exploding is a thing. They stand a real chance of just combusting, and I don't want to have to find them again. Oh, here comes the thing. Finding them once was enough. Drive box, whoops. Drive box. Gotta go grab all the drives. Which is like 15 days worth of drive. Not 15 days. 5 days worth of drives. Yeah, if this was 15 days worth, that'd be pretty nice. Get that processing. Wow. Beautiful MRE that was. A single thing in it. Really appreciate that from the scientists, the way they just hand me literal nothing. Like it's pretty great. It's pretty great how they just do that. Really tells me how they feel. That's changed. Pretty sure anyway. I don't remember it looking like that. Maybe the cockroaches have ate it. Made a new design. Just want to see. That's a 3. It's a 3. 3. 3. 3. Those are 3s. That's a 3. That's a 3. Okay. I'm very careful with my drives, as you can tell. Just waiting for the day the doctor knows makes it so that, like, banging the drives around too much also deletes their contents. You know it's gonna happen. For a second I thought literally the number 1 was a signal it was pointing me at. You know the economics of it is worse, but I'm kind of tempted to buy a bunch of garbage bag rolls just so I can clean through the garbage faster, and oh boy, my model is framey. Oh, okay. I go framey in the store. Why would I do that? Hold on. I forget where it is. Isn't there a frame rate setting? For the terminals themselves. I have no idea what this is. I don't want paninis. I mean, really, for you guys, I could literally do this and it would change nothing for how you guys are seeing it, only for how I'm seeing it. Am I still framey in here? I'm not. Alright. It just looks and feels like garbage to me now. 30 is not a good FPS. I'm gonna do that. Still framey, but I'm actually a bit better now with the upscale off. Wow. It's almost like everything called upscale is just bad. Yeah, I'm still a bit framey because my GPU is being pushed to its limits, but I am very tempted just because it's more size. It's more size. It's more efficient. Let me buy 50 more garbage bags, order those up. Bam. I should check my transformers. Just occurred to me. I'm like, I know there's some busy work I'm not remembering. Yeah, there's some busy work I wasn't remembering. Okay, that's gonna be garbage bag storage. you go. Send that on its way. Now let's go fix the transformers before they explode. Because that's a good idea. It's better to fix them before they have a problem than after. Which, you know, kind of flies in the face of the whole if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But that's not with power infrastructure. You want to fix that before it breaks because it's kind of important that way. Yeah, I do hope all y'all had a nice time in my absence when I was gone from streaming. I know I inadvertently had just like all the time in the world to just play games and managed to play through a couple while I was sick. More replay through them. I replayed the original Borderlands as well as Star Ocean's Second Story R. Which I will probably still do a stream series on this year, but I have this, like, can't really call it a tradition, more just a thing I do where I'll play through that game just every year. Not always on the channel, obviously. But, like, I'll just play through it. Because I freaking love that game. And not even specifically Second Story R, because that's the recent remaster. Just the Second Story in general. I have filled every save slot on a PSX memory card for that game with different playthroughs. You can tell I like the game. And the original Borderlands, I was basically just laying in bed and it was like, well, the game's only like... Well, like, the Handsome Jack collection was like... I think it was like $10. So I figured, I'll just buy it. So I played through the original Borderlands, and then I started through Borderlands 2, which I'm still not a big fan of that game. There is a lot with Borderlands 2 that they really could have done better. Like, now, admittedly, my complaints with Borderlands 2 weren't entirely fair. Because my biggest complaint was how weak all of the characters' like ultimates feel compared to the first game. In the first game I'd played a bit of Roland, but I mainly played Brick. And I barely ever touched Mordecai, but I did at least know what Mordecai's ultimate was capable of. I had never played Lilith. Lilith is kind of garbage. To the point where I think everybody has a better ultimate in Borderlands 2 than Lilith has in the first Borderlands. So, given most people played Lilith, yeah, I can see why nobody else really ever seems to have a problem with how weak all of the Vault Hunters feel in 2. It's because they are stronger than Lilith. It's not exactly a high bar to cross, though. Like, comparing them 1-to-1, like, Brick to Salvador, Gunzerker, Brick is just better in every way. Pinecone. Pinecone is Minecone. Then you get, like, Roland to Ashton or Arton or whatever his name is, the commando, into, like, Roland's turret and shield are just better in nearly every way. Definitely every way that matters. Let's go, Eerie. We done here. Mordecai to Zero, like... Zero's special ultimate is... It's unique compared to the others. Where, like, you really can't compare Mordecai to Zero because their ultimates are doing two very different things. Main difference is Mordecai has a lot more built-in damage boosting than Zero does. Like, Zero basically needs his ultimate to be putting out the same level of damage that Mordecai can do without his ultimate. Just because of the changes to the skill trees. And them almost seeming allergic to giving you any level of damage boosting in Borderlands 2. And then you get the Sirens. Like, I cannot think of her name right now, but the Siren from Borderlands 2 is so much better than Lilith could ever hope to be. Like, yeah, I kind of get, you know, I kind of get it. Like, it does very much explain why people were not seeing any issue with the Borderlands 2 characters. I do also have the pre-sequel to replay through, which I might honestly just uninstall 2 and install the pre-sequel on my Switch. Play through that instead, because it's just the better game. Actually, I can just carry the rest of these. Well, that one fell through the floor. we wait for the drone. Come on, drone, hurry up. I have garbage to sell. I know you want that garbage. I know you want it real bad. You really want that garbage. There we go. I just had the random thought. Can you imagine if this had been the random horror game that Markiplier stumbled upon, that he was like, yeah, I want to make a movie out of that. That would have been really funny. Eerie, I'm trying to... Okay, those are fine. Papa's not responding. Well, go kick Papa's butt. Please don't get stuck. Good. The first time I told Eerie to go fix satellites, or fix servers, she ran directly into that corner and stood there. Which, you know, pretty on brand for Eerie, but... was still a bit annoying. Let's see. Beef up the detector a bit. Gas planet. Okay. Pretty safely going nap. There she goes. There goes Speed Racer. Hello. Back to sleep. Boy, ain't that a mood, though. Oh. Really? Really, we got a game crash. I don't know when my last autosave was. This is sure feeling like a game crash, even though it's, I'm just kind of frozen here. Maybe this is an event. Hello, Marcus Ravish. I am seeing something very different from what you guys are seeing. I'm seeing a frozen title screen. Looking over at OBS, that is not what is coming through. The game is also still producing audio. The fact it's not like... Oh, it's not responding to anything. It has also trapped my mouse. There we go. And this is why you should... Ooh. Should always have Task Manager open. What direction is my other screen now? I can't access my other monitor. Oh, the computer issues I am having tonight. Yeah, it's not... I literally just cannot... There we go. Now I can. That's weird. Indeed. Wrong folder. I mean, let's be real. Voices of the Void really, like, harkens back to the days when you could, when downloading a game, you never knew if it was part virus or not. Now, will the game even relaunch? I've got a black screen. I might need to transition to something else because it has decided it doesn't want to work. You, Voice of the Void. Okay, let's... Is it just the game as a whole will not launch, or is it just E? It's just E. Found a bug. Found a bug. I'm gonna let it do the rendering icons and such here, and then I'm gonna try to relaunch D again. Because I feel like just something is not loading properly. Okay. Now, let's try E again and see what happens. This is a beta branch moment. Like, aliens came in and they stole my files, I guess. See, I knew cleaning my base was a mistake. Every time I do it, stuff goes wrong. Though I think it might be loading. Up, up. I just had to be patient. I've been having so many tech issues today. I don't know if it's actually the game or if it's my computer, if I'm honest. And I blame AMD at the moment because it was a graphics driver update that fricked everything just right up. All right. 4. That's not today. Wait, no, I wasn't playing on 4. Right. I'd hopped to this one. Right? Yeah. Okay, so it auto-saved while I was asleep. Not having named this save has, invalid channel, I know. It's definitely caused some issues. Okay. Just gonna take a power nap. I don't want to use toilet again right now. Whatever event triggered like not long from now, but I'll be down here. Yeah, this is broke on me, hasn't it? Oh, no. Gas giant did fully, come through. So that's what it should be. Heck yeah. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. Just gonna save. Let's power nap again. See if that event triggers again and breaks the game again. Should trigger about now if it's going to. Okay, it did trigger at 69 before. So be about now. No, it's just not going to trigger this time. Okay. Whatever it was. It did not happen again. So, I'll take that. But I don't need to, like, pivot to something else, because I don't really feel like playing anything else right now. This is what I want to be playing, so... Oh, God. See if I can do this with the mouse I currently have. It's not the best mouse, but... okay. It's certainly a lot better than my Corsair one that stopped working, so... which is really funny, given this is a very Chinesium mouse. When I say very Chinesium, I think TT Esports is actually like a company that exists, but... I remember when I bought this mouse keyboard combo, one, it was not expensive, and two, like, I basically knew it was not good quality, which is why when I had money, I was like, oh, I'll buy myself some, like, nice Corsair stuff. The keyboard still works. Though the keyboard does have something wrong with it. It's just not something that actually matters to me. That being the Numlock light doesn't work, and hasn't since, like, past the first year of owning the thing. That is what I get for trusting people on the internet. Saying Corsair is a great brand, making good quality stuff that lasts a long time. Yeah, maybe once upon a day. Not no more. Got Dwarf Planet. We're gonna get more dwarf music. Get some dwarf songs. It's kind of funny, now that my chair no longer has a back on it because it broke, I can actually sit, like, kind of properly on the chair with my legs, like, being a bit scrunched. It's nice. The flip side of that is, you know, if sitting straight, my back is technically off the back of the chair. Being tall sucks. At times. I'm not even that tall. As in, when standing at my normal posture, which is not great, I'm like 5'11"-ish. Standing with proper posture, you know, standing tall the way I should stand, I'm just about 6'2". I do got some legs on me, though, which is part of the problem. Just waiting. Detection. No, it's an exoplanet, so no dwarf. No dwarves. Sad days, no dwarves. There's a new signal, though. It's pretty long. Do like me a good long signal. Let's get it processed. No, I said let's get it processed. There we go. there a way of checking that, I wonder? I know it just tells me the status of the fuses, but I did throw, like, all of my fuses into that. Okay, its health is still 5. That's good. I should buy some fuses and go to those. They need it. Yeah, this game is pretty peaceful, and I don't have the patience for actually cleaning these, so it's a bit of a problem. I will say it's always funny watching people who, like, actually do get freaked out by this game play it, because it's like, it's not freaky, though. Like, watching Vinesauce Joel play is hilarious. That man just cannot handle his aliens. Wait, isn't it? That's what it is. There's no space. I'm just gonna put 2 fuses in each of them. Yeah, he does. I actually need to watch some of his more recent streams. For the longest time, I'd been putting them on to, like, sleep to. But recently, I've been, putting on Hardleg Gaming's Master Duel Masochist series. Just something I was tempted to do tonight instead of this, but where I needed something relaxing, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Masochist is not the way to go. That can be a quite frustrating challenge, but it's in the name. It is a masochistic challenge for that card game. And I'm honestly a bit sad that it's like the only digital card game that you can do that with. Which is kind of funny to me, because, like, I'm gonna go on a bit of a card game ramble. But, there's, like, this prevailing thing in the, actually, I think I can just, like, bam. In, like, card gaming, where, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so archetypal dependent that, like, that you need to do, you need to be able to build your entire archetype to play the game, and it's like, you kind of don't, though. Meanwhile, like, Pokemon or Magic, you do really need, like, 60 cards of the same type to, build out your deck. Otherwise, you just simply can't play the game. Which for sure is something I've got to hand to Konami when it comes to the design of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's just like, you can just buy um, 10 master packs, build a deck, and it can not only play, but it can win. You know, it's not going to be easy, but it can do it. Now, part of that is also just Konami with Master Duel actually gives you enough currency right off the bat to buy 10 packs, which gives you 80 total cards. Decks are 40, you know. Magic Arena is so stingy with the coins it gives you that, like, you could be playing for 2 real days just to get a single booster pack. Because Wizards isn't greedy. What are you talking about? And then Pokemon just drowns you in packs where it's just like, please stop. I have all the cards already. And it's like, but do you want more packs? I might stream some Pokemon TCG Live at some point. Because as you might be able to tell, I'm kind of a massive dork. I'm literally sitting here with cat ears on my model. Like, that's a pretty good sign of being a dork. I mean, I'm also playing Voices of the Void, which is also a pretty good sign of being a dork, but that's beside the point. I do apologize for how rough my voice is. It used to be so much better. I need to just hydrate more is the thing. Ah, thank you for following, Marcus Ravish. I do very much appreciate it. Go. Where is... That one's close. It's closer than that one. Whee! And yeah, I fall damage off because I had an instance where I jumped down like a height that I have jumped down in real life before and died in the game, and it's like, yeah, okay. That's not how gravity works. Plus, I mean, I've been playing this long enough to remember the AirPod player model, so fall damage is just not something I'm used to. If anything, I'm not bouncing enough. That model was just a bouncy ball. Like, it was great. Oh, I hate this area. I hate it a lot. I don't like water. Water doesn't like me, to be fair. Like, the feelings are mutual. I don't like water. It doesn't like me. I don't think I've been crushed by anything yet. And I legitimately think my first death was to my, like, small jump. Hello, Pinecone. I mean, like, a drop like that shouldn't even impact you. Like, come on. I get the feeling Dr. Nose was just not a very, like, adventurous person when it comes to jumping off of things, at least. I mean, I'm sure they were a pretty adventurous person, but it doesn't seem like they jumped off much stuff. I am somebody who, back in my school days, like 15, 20 years ago at this point, would jump down a flight of stairs. It wasn't a big flight at the school. It was like 8 to 10 steps. I just would jump down it because it was faster than walking. When I landed, it sounded like, sounded like a train crash. Because, like, I wore steel-toe boots all the time. So that was a bang. But I didn't care. It was faster. I was a menace. And I'm kind of proud of that. I actually wonder, because the zip drives have so many copies to them, do you have to use a zip drive to gather the satellite hashes? Or not, do you have to use a floppy drive for it, or can you use a zip drive? Because just hanging on, just like buying a zip drive and using that instead of a floppy just feels so much more convenient if that's possible. It's because of just how many more uses the zip drive has to the floppy. I've never tried handing Kerfer a non-floppy to get the hashes with. I miss the notepads. I miss those so much. Like, yeah, it was a bit of a pain in the butt to manually type out that random series of characters. But it gave you extra reason to get Kerfer, like get Kerfer Omega. Like, it was your reason to get Kerfer Omega, because then all you had to do was hand the piece of paper to Kerfer, and Kerfer would handle it for you. Right, I need to go this way. And also gave a use for all the notepads that are just literally everywhere. Admittedly, I did have multiple occasions where I mistyped like one letter. But like, those are just the times where you're just like, alright guys, I guess you don't get the full hashes. Alright, 3 level 3s. Get reports. Was 3, right? Yeah. What is this? Ear piercing. I actually kind of wish I still had, like, some of my really early builds that I had of this game. But I don't. I needed hard drive space a while back, well, storage space, and deleted them because it's like, well, these are like, 5-ish gigs each, and I need the space, so I'll delete them. And now I'm like, man, I kind of wish I had deleted other things instead. Like gotten a head start on my burnout of World of Warships and just deleted that instead. That would have gotten me like 80 gigs right there. Though I do still like that game, and I'll probably go back to it at some point. Wargaming keeps continuing to make some of the worst decisions. And it gets really frustrating and just exhausting. Oh boy. FBH. HEBB. GEGA. Gag AF. Oh, we had 9 things for a while. We had 5 for a short moment. Oh, 4 even. What all vanished? It had to have stopped picking up some stuff because, like, I've literally got 1, 2, Kerfers 3, ATVs 4. I'm pretty sure there's other things here that's always picked up. That was while I was out, though. So that was probably while Erie and I were off the radar. Or please do not strike Erie. That would be highly inconvenient. Much like that, that is also highly inconvenient. Alright, what one's down? Or was that just the basement? Nah, it's one of them down. Ah, that's like TR3, isn't it? I gotta try to stick to the paths, because Erie is just gonna come throw that at me. I should just cross that bridge. I hate that bridge, though. Ah. Erie, please. Not out here. Got it. Yeah, that is 3. I should just went straight for 3. What am I doing way out here? Am I doing out here in Bumsville? I do wish there was a little less RNG to the Transformers braking. Because I just fixed these. And I just fixed TR3 and 2. If anything, it should be TR1 that broke. Not TR3. And I mean, like, I can see an argument for them sometimes randomly breaking. Like, Wolfgang could have come over here and nibbled on some cables. Like, that is entirely feasible. Still pretty rude. And highly inconvenient. But... oh, right. Now that needs to be... that needs to be like that. Which means that one... no, that doesn't work. Okay, that's better. But then that doesn't work. There we go. There we go. I'm even bonking the heck out of those things just to be like, nah, you're being fixed. Oh, I am quite hungry. And sleepy. I only have finished that nutrient bar, but it's fine. I need to eat a Toblerone anyway. I should probably eat another Toblerone. That's why I carry them with me. Good energy source. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna stream tomorrow even. It's kind of the thing. I never really know what I'm gonna stream until I stream it. I mean, like, even today, I went through, like, well, I could do Master Duel Masochist, but I'm a bit annoyed. And I was like, well, I could also do more Monster Hunter Rise, but not exactly in the monster hunting mood. I was like, well, I could do, like, Euro Truck Sim. It's always a nice, relaxing time. Just listening to some tunes, driving around. Pretty relaxing. I was like, nah, Voices of the Void. This was like 10 minutes before I went live. I had literally been scrolling through my past broadcasts on YouTube to find a Euro Truck Sim one. Right, I need to go. Flip all the switches. The light switch I want is in here. There we go. I guess I'll take this MRE while I'm in here. Okay. Go save. Let's... Yeah, TR1 is at 85. TR3 has gone from 100 to broken. After being fixed. Because of course it did. Take a nap. Excuse me? I was taking a nap. There's not even anything going on. It just woke me up to... It was probably the anti-breather getting slightly too close and then running away instantly. Which, like, I can't blame it. Like... I wouldn't want to be that close to me, so can't blame it for not wanting that. That's something. Nah, there's no way. Yeah, that would have been around there. Let's see, what we got? There we go. I don't remember that being there. Always gotta check a signal after I download it, just in case. Oh, it's one of the days where I get sent stuff from other people. Begone, white noise machine. I do not wish for you to be here. Max and I stashed some of your favorite sushi rolls on the D-drone behind the old Conrad's back. Not Chief Boof's either. You better appreciate it. Keep at it and good luck, I guess, mon chéri. They're French. Almost done. There we go. Bam. 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 Ooh, I'm basically out of coffee. I definitely need to go grab something to drink. Just in case stuff happens, I'll be paused. So yeah, I'm gonna BRB in a couple for a couple minutes. So yeah, stretch, do good things, get sips, stay hydrated. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Cat has come and claimed my lap. So I guess that's just something I gotta deal with now. This is a little fuzzy invader. I don't got no shrimp for you to steal, though. You can't get in character that well. She's a local area or alien. A reroll. Cat alien. Here to steal shrimp, but there is no shrimp to steal, so she's just stealing a lap instead. And using her tail to block my camera's view of my mouth from time to time. Cute little goblin. If you decided it's cuddle time now. She has decided it is cuddle time now. No, you don't need to cuddle the microphone. You really don't. You do not need to cuddle the microphone. It's bad. Shouldn't do that. I mean, you probably shouldn't be, like, smashing your face into my table either. Can't feel good. Maybe it does, because she keeps doing it. You know, I kind of need my hand that you're sitting on. I kind of need it. No. Risk. No. No. Risk. Haha. That is immensely unhelpful. Well, it is. So now the mic's further away and I gotta move it. No, the mic is where I want it to be. I do not need your help moving it around. You are no expert audio engineer. I know this. You are a cat that owes the universe brain cells. This is a bit of an oddity. She doesn't usually come sit on my lap. She will, however, crawl under my blankets whenever I'm laying down. And it's almost time for me to get one of... Actually, I might do that before I go to sleep tonight. Her favorite blanket of the ones I've got. There's a comforter, which I use in the summer because it doesn't hold in body heat very well. Which is partially why she seems to like it. She can lay under it for longer without getting too hot. She did have to learn that if she is going to lay under a blanket, to leave her butt sticking out. The reason she had to learn this was there was multiple occasions when she was but a kitten where... I'm sorry, you're still a kitten. You're just a, like, 5-year-old kitten. Where she would crawl under a blanket and then fart herself out from under it. Like, she'd have to crawl out from under because she was gassing herself. So with that, she did learn to leave her butt sticking out. Is there any garbage out here? Not really. There is... giants... Oh. Giant soap. Why is it so big? Where did it go? It's in orbit now. Yeah, it is. It's just gone. I had a giant soap and I lost it. Eerie, where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Frisk has decided I am worthy to have my lap back now. Yeah, I'm literally just sitting here, like, one of the things I've been doing a lot lately is just playing card games, and I kind of want to yap about just kind of how frustrating Planet. I don't think so. But, like, just how frustrating Magic the Gathering is at the moment. And, like, I do... Like, I feel for content creators like the professor from Tolarian Community College. Because, like... He very much is the type where... when something is worth speaking out about, he will. And when it's not, he tries to be a bit more moderate. And he did spend the first while of, like... the modern Magic being like, well, maybe it won't be so bad. You know, Secret Layers and Universes Beyond, like, well, you know. What? Oh, jeez, this may have been a mistake. Eerie. I just ate some of that. Eerie, I need this back. I'm holding it. Ow. I don't... Mr. Johnson, I don't... I don't want this. Okay, it's there. Okay, I don't need regular healing. I do still have a bit of cancer going on from building Kerfur. Oh, something right there at the end. Like, the state of Magic the Gathering right now wouldn't even be so bad if Magic Arena wasn't just so ass. Like, I know I was kind of talking about this earlier, but like with Magic Arena, you get one daily mission per day. And said daily mission will give you between 500 and 750 coins. One pack is 1,000 coins. So if you get unlucky with daily missions and get stuck with two 500s, that's 2 days in a row to just barely buy a single pack. In a game that has a new set releasing every, like, 2 months. that is going to be chock full of cards that you need to stay competitive. And you can't, like, decraft old cards. You can't, like, break down old, you know, mythics and get mythic tokens. They just don't have a system for that. So you're literally just kind of screwed. Meanwhile, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel has the decrafting system where if you get an ultra rare that you don't want, you can just break it down for 10 ultra rare dust. You need 30 ultra rare dusts to craft an ultra rare, but hey, it's just 3 unwanted URs, and now you get any UR that you want. To get a single mythic token in Magic Arena, you have to open something like 12 packs? Probably more, actually. Because it alternates between a rare token and a mythic token as if those are equal things. Like, it definitely doesn't help matters when, like, oh right, the save doesn't have that built in to the machinery. Well, that's fine. Carry on. Say what you want to say. It's very interesting. I'm almost tempted to go and nap just to clear the storm. Yep. Okay, we got a thunderstorm. Why did that cause paranoia? Why did that wake me up? There's literally nothing on the radar. It was just the strike of thunder. But like, I don't even think I would mind Magic Arena if they went with like the Pokemon TCG Live approach, where like literally every day you're given like 4 booster packs. Sometimes more, sometimes a little less, but usually in that range. Just from like super easy to complete missions. You know, stuff along the lines of just don't surrender, or play a grass type in your deck. You know, stupidly easy stuff. Like, then at least playing that game and keeping up with the most recent sets would be reasonable. Because, like, it's a digital client. They don't need to be super stingy with the stuff you get, like... You don't actually own any of that anyway, because it's a digital client. Like... all of your digital cardboard is... it still belongs to Wizards, you know? It's not leaving their servers, ever. So, you know... there is no need to be stingy, yet they are... like, my annoyance with Arena is definitely not helped by just how unhealthy their meta is right now. Like, I've seen people talking about how, like, oh, but they have, like, 8 meta viable decks. And only one of those decks does not contain the color of red or blue. Many of those decks are red-blue, just slightly different variations of red-blue. So is it actually 8 decks, or is it, you know, 3 decks in a trench coat? You know... like... I want to like Magic the Gathering. I really do. Because I love card games. I will die on the hill of the 2 best genres of game are MMO and card games. Like, I definitely prefer MMOs over card games. That's because MMOs are everything. Like, you want a genre of game, you can find an MMO of it. Used to be even better, but the golden age of MMOs has passed. But, like... oh. I was gonna power nap, but I cannot. That makes me want to like Magic the Gathering. But it's just so frustrating trying to keep up. And, like, it's even worse because, like, talking with people about Magic. Like, I've had people be like, oh, yeah, it's in Magic, you can just kind of build whatever deck you want, and it'll work, it'll function, because Magic's a slow game. Yeah, it's not anymore, though. Maybe it was once upon a time, but it's not anymore. Like, I had, before the latest set rotation on Magic Arena, I had a pretty well-functioning white-green angel deck built around an angel that gave hexproof to all of my other angels. Basically meaning if you wanted to clear my board, you had to have 2 removal spells. Which made my deck pretty resilient. And I punched you out with angels. That was the whole idea. Build up angels as fast as possible to get as many +1/+1 counters on all my new angels that are coming into the field as possible, and just punch you super hard in the air. It was great. Then the set rotation happened, and I lost my white-green angel that gave everything hexproof. Alright, well, there's, you know, the new set released with a few pure white angels. I guess I'll just try playing pure white. And then I realized, oh, white has like one removal spell. Most of my removal was in green. And if I'm just going to play a color for nothing but removal, I may as well play white-black or white-blue or white-red. You know, the whole point of the white-green was I had an angel target in that color combination to serve as my boss monster. You know, that big thing you must answer. But then set rotation, and I lost it. And my angel deck has been functionally useless since. You know the funny thing about that? In Yu-Gi-Oh! I have been playing Sword Soul for 2-3 years now. Almost unchanged. I can still play the game. I can still put up a board with, you know, enough knowledge of what I'm facing to pose a threat to even modern meta strategies. I'm not locked out of the game by using an aged strategy. And because Yu-Gi-Oh! Never rotates, I never have to worry about my deck becoming completely unplayable. What it does today, it will be able to do 10 years from now. And with the God Hand, I can put up a board of like 5 negates. 3 of which being Omni negates. Like, with the God Hand, that deck can win against basically everything. When it comes to Pokemon, they're just really good about reprinting things in such a way that every single type has a viable strategy. May not be meta, but it's viable. Space whales. Really, guys? The lightning struck the mannequins. You know, I was content to let you guys live in peace out there by that satellite. I have no control over Zeus. It's cute you think I did. But I guess I'm buying a wood chipper. I wouldn't mind those fricks if they wouldn't kick your stuff around. But they kick stuff around and make a mess. Splashing. This is why I hung on to some fuel. Yeah, you know what's coming, don't you? Okay. Alright, one down. Plenty left to go. That will show up periodically, kicking stuff around, making a mess. Like, they not spooky, they just annoying. But like, also with like the Pokemon TCG, with like all the stuff that they keep giving out for free, I'm in the camp of I have so much crafting dust that like I can make 4 copies of just about anything as long as it's not like a flashy variant of something. And I've just gotten there by just for free. And like, that is for free after like only being actually playing TCG Live for like a week. I have hiccups. Which, like, you know, kind of just feels like how online trading card games should be. I swear I had another thing of fuel around here somewhere. Maybe it's up here. Pat the Eerie. Pat, pat. Was it up here? I know it only had like 8 fuel in it, wherever it is. Nah. Come on, girl. Going back down. Cause like I never use the ATV, so like I'm not worried about using my fuel for the wood chipper. Wait, it was in the storage room. Over here, I think. There's a couple MREs here. There's a first aid med kit. Like, it does just kind of feel like a case of, like... I'm sure, like... Magic, like, 5 years ago, 6 years ago even, maybe, was what people keep describing it as. But it's just not that anymore. It has become the worst part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which kind of sucks, because, you know, I already play Yu-Gi-Oh! So why would I want to play a game that is the worst aspects of Yu-Gi-Oh? When I can just play Yu-Gi-Oh? This freaking soap. Its hitbox is so big. Yeah, I'm kind of good. I'll just go take a nap. Really, we got more going on. I don't see no aliens. I think I hear them, though. What, you aliens? Ah, they couldn't handle it and they left. I see how it is. Just couldn't let me sleep until the drone showed up. I could probably go back to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I could go back to sleep. Alright. Let's come get our daily missions done. My floppy can be copied one more time. So, I don't need to find another floppy yet, though I almost feel like I should. Just because this will be 3 level 3s, yep. Yeah, let's grab a different floppy. File binder. I know I got a floppy in here somewhere. There we go. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Get reports. Yeah, well, that is there. Let's come collect up these fire extinguishers I've yet to sell. Refuse. Down I go. Wait, I remember where the gas was. It was in here. There it is. Eh. Stretch. Stretching is good for your health. Stretch for your health. This message brought to you by Long Life Hospital. Well, Yabu Hospital. Offers daily stretching classes. Oh, there are 12 things here. That seems like a problem. I hope that's not a problem of orb proportions. Okay, I need... What direction are those? I need a bird's eye view. I hope that's just the mannequins and not the orbs. I don't know. It's a bit concerning, to say the least. Well, I can save. So let's go investigate what that is. I mean, I got a knife. Tear the orbs apart. Hmm. I'm close to whatever it was, and there's no paranoia. Oh, it's just this. Okay. Hey, Eerie. I wonder what would happen. Hmm. I mean... Hmm. Oh, man. Rude. Oh, jeez, I think it's actually broken and stuck me in here. Ah. I think me trying to open the door broke it. That works. It's just the aliens setting up their epic prank. Yeah, okay. It's at home, Erie. I had a feeling looking up here from the radio tower that this was just gonna be the Tolol epic prank, but I wasn't sure. Ah, jeez. I think after I do up my daily tasks for today, I will probably call the stream there. I know my schedule, I say I'm going to go for 5 hours, but I was doing a lot of yelling earlier, and my throat still hurts, so it's probably for the best I don't continue yapping for 2 more hours, especially where I still need to record. So, because I do a daily Animal Crossing series, if you like just hearing me yap about random stuff. Tomorrow's episode, that's already been edited and uploaded, is me complaining about Firefox having added suddenly a terms of service that they didn't have before. And making everyone agree to it. Which I'm still not a fan of. Even though they did their best to explain it as, well, it's just a precaution, it's not giving them any new rights they didn't have before. I will believe that when I see it. Because at least as of right now, I don't trust it. Like, I read through it, and it does just look like it's just clarifying stuff, but I'm also not a lawyer. That's the important part. I can't actually know if it's properly not giving them any extra, permissions that I don't want them to have. And they can throw around but we're open source. You can read everything. Yeah, you can be as open source as you want and still do scummy things. Like, look at Linux. That whole operating system is going to have age verification soon. It's still open source. Alright. Good few points. Can hear stuff. But yeah. That's gonna be it for today. Not sure what I'll be streaming tomorrow. It'll be something. Hopefully I'll be in a much better mood starting the stream and can do something like Monster Hunter or Pokemon Unite or maybe even some Smite. Might do more Tulip as well. Tulip's always fun. I just didn't want to do Tulip 2 nights in a row. Could also do some more Master Duel Masochist or, whatever I feel like doing. So that's going to be it for this one. I do thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for some more streaming action. And as always, I do have a daily Animal Crossing New Horizons series. You can, not New Horizons, New Leaf. New Horizons ended. That was last year. You can catch that series at 6 p.m. Atlantic every single day for just a dose of me rambling about stuff. And yeah, with all that said, thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you here whenever I see you here next. Also, I'm going to be raiding somebody. I just don't know who yet. I should probably find a raid target. Is anyone I'm following live? Cortonathan Jonathan is live. I could also raid the Marine Mammal Rescue, which I think I'm going to do that. Because I can. And it's otters. And like, otters. They're pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.